Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and our home team. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set, ready? X3, 2-18, chop. Hey, let's go. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Now.
They'll run on first down. It's Hubbard. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Second down and inches. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. Parsons. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Back to the air on second down. Parsons. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And Ingram holds it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 27-yard line. On first down, Hubbard. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, Alpha. Check my 15. Mike is 15. Check my 15.
To throw on second down. Parsons. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. From the gun, Parsons. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready. 18 Gator. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Back to throw. Parsons. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Maurice Hurst. Never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic. Here I come. 51 mic. Mike 51. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Parsons. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Paul Richardson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to stop him short of the 20 with a penalty flag down. And what's the call here? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on first down. King now. From the gun, he'll throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing, Mariota. That one complete, Elliott. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on. You better bring it.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And they spent all...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, The ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And they'll run here with Tavon Austin. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Operating from the gun, Parsons. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now Mariota hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 19-yard line.
A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down. Back to throw. King. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
On second down, it's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Let's go.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. On the counter, Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Mariota. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down, Mariota. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And down inside the 15 he goes. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Mariota going to bring him up first and 10. And he's 6 of 7 now on this drive. From the red zone now, Mariota. They'll find Everett there, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Bang, 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 bang. One.
Again, it's Mariota. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D.
Now Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Set, blue 18, 1, 1, 3, 3, 3.
On 3rd down, Mariota. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 36-yard line.
Ready, set.
Get it. From the gun, Parsons. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Check that. We're on line 52 right here. Watch the curves. Hey, line 52.
Let's go.
They're going to try and throw. one man. It's complete. Williams. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So the 14 yards actually takes them from 143 to the other for first and 10. Looking to throw. Parsons. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
25, check 25, check 25.
Second and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Mike 50. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Parsons. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Play action now. Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Mariota now. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Mariota now, 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Mariota again. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jakeem Grant, as the first half is winding down. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20, 10, and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. McManus's point after is good, and they're within 7 now at 28-21.
49ers 21.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen.
Now the ball comes loose. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the third they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On 2nd and 10, Mariota. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
54 Mike. Record.
Third and long here for Mariota. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Hey, Haywood! Rip left. Look at me, zipper!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parsons. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. That's taken on the 25. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Mariota looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Mariota now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
One.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the pistol, here's Elliott, powering forward. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
To throw Mariota. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota, he sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the gun, Mariota. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this.
Hey, Steve 6.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. You ain't going nowhere. 51 to Mike.
Go.
throwing on first down. Parsons, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. But it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Come on,
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
61, matchbox, light. Hey, high 7.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw again. Parsons, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Down, 18, Gator.
Hey, watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Hey, wahoo.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey.
Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Here I come. Go, Mike 51.
Five.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Parsons, he's going to look deep down the field. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 21. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go. Switch it. Come on.
One.
Following the interception here, Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Pick the edge.
Where are they, team?
Mariota to throw it. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Three.
Play fake. Mariota. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Parsons. Well, this is caught by Williams. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, Parsons. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a quick pass to Richardson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down, Parsons. And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 39. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, exit. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Parsons. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Throwing again. Parsons. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. From the gun, Parsons. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Equanimous St. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Ready?
Now on 2nd and 13. Mariota nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep for gain. He's got a man. Complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big one there for the Chargers. 64 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Three.
Mike 54. Here we go. Right there. 54. Right there.
On 2nd and 9. Mariota. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Ready up.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score the points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Right here, guys. 51. Tighten up.
Shoot.
Back to throw. And this one's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 51. Man, I got you.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
On 4th down, Parsons. He's got a man. It's Williams. 13 yards there and a Niner first. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Go!
50 wants the mic. 50 wants the mic.
He's back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Hey, Haywood!
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
Here we go. And 2 stop.
Watch the slip. Everybody, Mike 20. Check back. Mike 20.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. The Charger drive about to get going. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Big stop, let's go.
Again, it's Elliott. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 40. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the home team here, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Southern California, so long, everybody.
Oh, I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
Let's go. 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. Head up. On the set. Shoot. Set. Leaf River. Leaf River. Ready, ready. Now fire. Set up. 30 puck, go. Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Say hut. Here we go. 18 Gator. Get it. Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Now. Here we go. Set. 8. Read. Set. Go. Come on. Set. 50, plant. Hit it. Down. 10, ready, ready. Ready, set. Head on. On the double. Shoot! 60 or Leaf River, Leaf River. Here we go, fire! Ready to break. Huck, go! Let's go! 18 Gator. Say hut! Set 10, get it! Ready, ready! Now! Set 15, set go! Let's go now! Hit it! Here we go! Ready, ready! Set, ready! Hit it!
This is it. You only got one shot. Time to go for gold.
Select the team you want. Start your season. Start your week by installing your game plan. Here's a list of all the players that will appear in the upcoming draft. Select a player. Select to scout this player and unlock his. Each skill unlock will cost you scouting points. Unlock this player's true skill ranking to see if he is a. You just found a diamond in the rough. Other team.